Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Austrian Grand Prix here as part of the Supreme Racing League. I am Rwaggy, and joining me on the caster's bench is BlueFives.
Hey guys.
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm quite tired actually, but I'm ready for this race.
Well, if there's anything that's going to wake you up, it's going to be these guys.
Hopefully I plan to see some good side-by-side racing action.
Well, if any of the other leagues are to go by, then yes, absolutely. We've got some insane drivers on here. We've actually got some newbies in here as well. So AOR ITM, he's new to SRL, and Richie B, he's the other new guy.
But there's your lineup. Crow taking the P1 spot, Hyper's P2, Hazard securing the podium spot of P3. The gap, again, may I say, is very close between those drivers. P3, P4 and P5 doing really well. Actually, and P6 as well, for that matter. And to be fair, even P7. Those times are extremely close together. So it'll be interesting to see how they do in the race.
The time has come for us to get cracking. All 13 cars are now lining up on the track. The green flag has been flown. The lights are coming on. And it's about time to get underway with the Austrian Grand Prix. Here we go. McLaren getting away quite well, but Hypers also did really well. There was a bit of a lag issue there. I saw ITM just disappear in the back. Crow runs wide. Hypers is him. Hypers a span. He's gone. He's lost it into the wall. He came just too close to Crow, and now he's all the way down there in P12. Huge issues for the Williams driver. And now the Force Indies have come together. Richie B and Lemon. Richie B's managed to get in front of Lemon, but it's not over yet. Lemon is drag racing him to the end. They're going to be side by side. I wonder if team orders are going to play a factor. What do you reckon?
No, I feel like team orders are not going to play an order at all here. I think they're just going to try and battle as hard as they possibly can. But it does look like Lemon's actually getting in front here, in front of Richie. But he's going to fight back. But no, he does actually get in front in the end. This is a very tricky sector to stay side by side. But that Mercedes actually in the background is trying to take Richie B now. Hazard moving down to P4, so he has lost the position, but he's going to be determined to try and gain that back. May I just say, ITM at the back at the start of turn 1 had contacts and actually spun as well. So it's not been too good for his race. But I called it. I feel like something was going to go wrong with Hypers, and it did. It wasn't exactly how I predicted, but yeah.
You're not wrong.
It'll be interesting to see how quick Hypers can be, if you can actually get back up into the podium spot.
Well, the Force Indians are still battling with each other. Obviously, we don't have DRS available as of yet. Hazard had some major network issues there. He actually lost a lot of time, and now Julian's about to make an overtake here as he goes for a dive down the inside. There was almost contact between him and the Mercedes, but they kept it clean, kept it together, and now Hypers. He managed to gain himself some positions because Noosa, Yola Gamer, and ITM are all in the pits. They're going to be swapping it around. Let's bring up the tyre graphic. Let's see how they're looking. So ITM's gone onto the softs. Noosa and Yola Gamer have gone onto the super softs. Yola Gamer was actually the driver who started off on the softs, if you remember, from when he did qualifying. He was the only one to do qualifying in the softs, and it's punished him from some collisions at the beginning, clearly making some issues for him. Marby's taken Johan, and again, looking at the front of the grid as we come on to the lap 3, now we're going to start seeing some overtaking opportunities form, because DRS will be activated right now.
It's interesting to see that Hypers didn't pit. It looked like he had some front wing damage from the accident. Oh, talking about he's gone! He's completely gone off the track. He's just lost control at the last turn and just smashed into the wall. He is out of this race.
Disaster. I didn't quite catch it. I missed it, but he is out of the race, as you pointed out. Was there a contact, or was it just purely driving error?
Lost control. I went on to his T-cam, and he lost control and just smashed into the left side of the wall. His tyre came off, and that was the end of it. There was no other cars around him. It was just driver error.
He's going to be very disappointed with that. But now Johan and Marby's crashed into De Kraus. De Kraus is off into the gravel. He's trying to regain himself back onto the track, but he's spun. And now KGG needs to make sure he doesn't get involved in it. No, he hasn't. Noosa gets a 3-second time penalty as a result of corner cuts in. But Marby is ahead now of De Kraus, and KGG slips on by as well. Some insane action already. We're only lap 3 in the race. How are we going to cope to the end at this rate? Richie B getting a 3-second time penalty as well. And he's got DRS. He's going to be charging down the home straight, trying to regain some pace off of his teammate. But Lemon just looks too quick. Well, you say that, but I think Lemon is actually lifting off to keep Richie B at bay. I mean, if you remember, in some of the other leagues we've seen some drivers where they slow enough to give to give the teammate, the slipstream and the DRS so that they can pull away from the car behind and hopefully breach that DRS sector. It didn't quite work out for the team that did it last time out, but this time it's looking like it's actually working. Hazard's now outside of the DRS range. Granted, he's still got it, but Julian, he's looking for the inside. He's done it. He's gone round. But now Hazard's got the inside, and now Julian's going to be pushed out a little bit. He's fine. He's clean.
Brilliant defending there from Hazard.
He just nailed it.
Just add, there were 3 drivers who got penalties. Julian, Elwamab, and Johan all got 3-second time penalties for going over track limits. So, I mean...
It's going to play a factor.
Yeah, definitely. And it also could cost Johan the podium spot that he desired. Can also talk about Karen at GG, also moving up 5 positions, having a brilliant start. So it'll be interesting to see if he can move up any more. Yoli's doing well, moving up 3 positions. So they're the probably most they're the drivers that look quite promising this race.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think AOR Marb had lost control and actually went off, and Karen GG has actually taken him, moving up another position, moving up 6 positions overall. So Johan's feeling a lot less pressure on him all of a sudden, so hopefully he can take it a lot more smoothly. Hazard, though, talking about not getting penalties, has only got one for himself. And this is... he actually had quite a poor exit, and Julian's probably going to use that to his advantage. He could dive this first corner. I think he's a bit too far back right now. But this next hairpin going to be a very good overtaking spot for Julian right now.
So Julian actually stayed in mode 0 along that home straight to make sure that he had a better overtaking opportunity down this bit, which, as you can see, his plan came exactly how he wanted. He got in front of Hazard on that long straight, and now all he has to do is just nurse his car a little bit, keep going off in front, bring himself up to a closer gap between Richie B than Hazard was before. And as soon as Julian gets into the DRS range, I think we're going to see issues for Hazard.
Anyway, Marb going into the pits and actually getting himself a 5-second stop-go penalty for speeding in the pit lane, so that's it's a real shame there. He's not had the best race so far. He's had a couple of offs and now that penalty. He's actually lost 6 positions from where he started, so this is a dreadful race for him.
And Julian is on a 9-lap-old super soft and is flying away. Race leader getting a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That'll be corner cutting. Doesn't surprise me that he's getting these penalties, but also remember Julian has also got penalties. So I'm not quite sure what's happened there. Crow still leading the race, 5 seconds ahead of Lemon. Lemon in P2. Julian has now gone up to P3 because Richie B's got into the pits and has gone onto the soft compound. Just gotta keep watching and see what happens next as Julian, he's got the wing open, he's got his DRS in overtake mode, ERS in overtake mode, sorry, and he's up into P2. Beautifully done by that man right there. And to make it worse, Lemon also has to pit. Race leader has come in. Is he going to go on the softs or is he going to go on the supers? If I was in his shoes, I think the softs is the answer. Does he agree with me? He does agree with me. Perfect. There you go, Crow. Not sure. Oh, there you go. He's already gone. Just a bit of connection issues there, but he's back. Alright, Crow. 10 seconds up there. He's not far away from Hazard. He can put him in. He's got a fair bit of a gap, but he can actually bring that back. It's not undoable. Lemon has made a move. Lemon's off the track. What's happened here? Why is Lemon not moving? And how has he managed to turn his car around like that? That's disastrous. Oh, that was close. So I do believe that I have lost my co-caster due to Discord issues. It seems that Discord has died. So from here on out, for further notice, it will just be me commentating. So apologies for the technical difficulties.
Up 6 as well.
Oh, he's back. Hello.
Hello. Wait, have I been talking to myself for ages?
Yes.
I am actually livid.
So Discord had died a death. Oh, Lemon's out. So one thing I didn't notice was that Lemon actually span at the end of the long straight, which was pretty disastrous for him.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I was going insane about it because he didn't actually span out. Did you see there was contact between him and Karen?
I did not.
They were going 3 wide into the hairpin, and they made contact, and he just completely went off track. And I think he lost a huge amount of wing. He didn't lose any tires, but I think from then on he was just upset and decided to retire. And Nessel getting a 5-second stop go penalty for speeding in the pit lane. But like I said, can we just say, drive-through penalty? Oh, there's a safety car.
Safety car is out. Now we're going to see a flurry of pit stops. Is Julian going to pit? I think he is. Most cars are in.
Can I just say, by the way, Hazard went really wide at one corner and gave the spot up to Johan, who's now in P4, and he's already had his stop onto his soft tyres, so he's going to go to the end of the race on these. So it's looking really promising for Johan right now. He's had a brilliant race so far, and again, Karen GG has also had an amazing race with a 7 position improvement, and he has had a stop as well. So those guys are having a great race so far.
But this is good news for Hazard because he needed to reset himself after the overtake that Julian did on him. He gained that 3-second time penalty. I mean, Julian does also have penalties, but now he's going to be able to reset the gap. Johan, by the way, this also massively benefits him because he had struggled at the beginning, obviously due to the penalty, brought himself all the way back up to P4, and he was 9 seconds behind Julian. Or behind what was Richie B, and now he's only 5 seconds, and that gap's just going to get back to 0 again, and that means that he can actually put himself on the podium.
Safety car is in this lap. Oh, getting very close to the back of Noosa there, Marby. That was very, very close, but yeah.
So let's rejoin race leader Crow as he's back in the pack up. He decides when this goes. He's the one in charge, as he always has been this race.
Oh, there's a bit of contact at the back again.
Mabi again getting more penalties. I think he's going to end up retiring. Here we go, Crow's gone. Everyone else who was slow to react. Richie B was pretty slow. And Julian capitalised on it. He's ahead of him. Richie B made a huge mistake on the final corner. He's dropped all the way down to P5. Johan making a miraculous comeback. He's in P3. Hazard, he's in P4. He's pushing. And so is everyone. Julian is 1.7 seconds behind Crow after 2 flipping turns.
Richie
How?
has had a terrible start. He's moved all the way back in P7 now as a load of people are overtaken. Mar B moves up into P6. Karen, GG's, goes... Oh, and there's a dive into that corner, and I don't think there's
they
contact.
Came together.
Slowed a lot of people down.
Mabi and Richie B came together, and Mabi stayed ahead, but Richie B cut it fine.
And Crow is already 2 seconds ahead of Julian.
Oh, KGG's run wide. That brings Yola Gamer up in a P9. He's capitalised on that. I can't believe how fast Crow is. How is he 2.3 seconds ahead of Julian? It's phenomenal.
Karen, by the way, also had another mistake happen, so he's moved him down even further. And P10.
Look at Noosa. He actually pit and went on supers.
ITM is going into the pits.
And what's he going to go on to? Do you reckon softs?
Probably supers.
He's still on his ultras.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's probably a drive-through penalty.
Possibly. I don't know who they got it from.
Sorry for interrupting. Looking to take over ARB. ARB getting very defensive there, but he's sending it down the inside. He's going to go for the switchback move, and he's got it done. He's actually lost a place to Richie B, as Richie B now takes Yoni Gamer. Richie's going to be looking for Marb next.
But Johan now, he's really close to the back end of Julian. Wing open now.
Exit.
He did screw up a little bit, but look how far back Hazard is now. If Hazard doesn't find a miracle... Oh, here we go! Johan's going for the inside of Julian, and Julian has to go round the outside, but he's got a better drive away. But Johan still has DRS available to him. So, if he can put the foot down hard enough to be able to get round the inside, Is he going to go for a little dive? He's looking for it, outbraking Julian as they come into the corner. He's run wide a little bit, puts Julian just on the edge, but Julian, he defended like a champ, and he's still up in P2. Beautifully done by him, but the action doesn't stop. Mabi is right on the back end of his teammate, Yoli Gamer. Mabi does have a lot of penalties, but he's still looking to take that position away from him and then drive away, but I think Yoli Gamer is just too quick. Especially whilst Mabi's got 13 lap-old softs on him. It's not going to help him by any means. Hazard, again, he's watching this battle happen between Johan and Julian. And he's actually bringing it closer.
Right now.
It is phenomenal. He's going again. He's got some ambition. And he's done it. He's nose ahead. Who's got the wing? Johan's got the DRS. So Julian's going to lose out. And now he's under threat from Hazard. Hazard, he's chasing so close. He's going down the inside now. Johan's gone defensive. Is Hazard going to be able to make the pass? Oh, he locked up quite a fair bit. Julian's run wide. Johan's drag racing away. He's got the DRS. No, Julian's got the DRS, sorry. And Hazard also has it. And now Johan's in trouble. He needs to defend somehow. Julian, is he going to look for the inside line? No. Oh, he locked up pretty hard. Hazard, now he's got a chance to go. But no, Julian manages to calm us all down by saying, look, guys, come on. I got this. I'll keep away. It's fine. Johan 3 seconds ahead of Julian. Now Hazard, here we go, chasing him down the home straight. You don't want to make the overtake happen here. Julian's going to take the inside, which makes it a lot harder for him. Julian's actually a little bit behind, and now Hazard, he's up into P3. And Hazard, does he have, neither of them have DRS somehow? I'm not sure how that works, yeah. But Julian is trying, he's weaving a fair bit. I mean, he's not defending, but he's trying to throw Hazard off to see what Hazard does. But now Julian has DRS. Hazard can't maintain his cool, and all he has to do is he's doing it already, maintain that mode 4 to keep the gap as far away as possible. Don't let Julian go for a dive. And Hazard, he's up in the podium at the minute. But
having a look now, I can see
Julian, oh sorry, Julian is actually chasing Hazard pretty closely. It's looking good. Remember, this is the final lap, so you can see Crow is on the back end of Yoli Gamer, but that is because Yoli went in the pits. Now Crow is about to take the final corner, and we think he's going to win the race, although Johan...
Crow does have 6.
Yeah, but Johan's 5.5 seconds behind. Johan's chasing so closely. I think he's going to actually snatch his position away, and he doesn't.
Oh, that's so
he doesn't, but Hazard, he crosses the line. Julian, he crosses the line as well. So Crow does win here in Austria, with Johan making it really close between the two. And Johan takes P2. Beautiful comeback for him. Hazard getting P3 to close out the podium. Yeah, and so that brings us on to the most important question of the night. Although I'm pretty sure I know the answer. Who was your driver of the day?
Johan. It has to go to Johan. Although there wasn't as many battles as there were between the other drivers. He started from, I think he gained 9 positions that race. Especially after his mess up in qualifying, as he crashed, you'd have thought he would have been really down and probably not have had the, I guess, dedication to try and go for the podium spot. But he put his head down and he just managed to absolutely smash it today.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you. Johan is my driver of the day as well. Same exact reasons. He had a horrific qualifying, and by horrific I mean, you know, he couldn't have asked for anything worse by having a 5-place grid penalty. You know, obviously started all the way down in P11, and then for him to make it all the way up to P2, that takes some skill, that takes experience, that takes composure. And yeah, overall, really well done by him. But congratulations to the top 3 drivers, Crow, Johan and Hazard. Absolutely nailed it. Really well done. And more importantly, thank you, Vegas, for joining me here on the Casters Bench.